wrestling history, stood united for the first time in years. Their mission? The complete and utter destruction of Seth Rollins. For years, Lesnar and Reigns had defined WWE's biggest matches as bitter enemies. To see them standing side by side in the aftermath of one of WWE's biggest shows of the year was not only unexpected, it was game-changing. SummerSlam's main event chaos. The night's main event saw Seth Rollins defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre in a grueling, hard-hitting contest that kept fans on their feet. Rollins retained after an exhausting 25-minute battle, proving once again why he calls himself the Visionary. But as Rollins celebrated on the turnbuckle, the arena lights dimmed and an all-too-familiar guitar riff hit the speakers. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, stormed down the aisle, his eyes locked on the champion. Fans expected another Lesnar ambush, until the unmistakable theme of Roman Reigns hit seconds later. The tribal chief emerged, slowly walking to the ring with the same cold, methodical presence that has defined his dominant title reigns. At first, it appeared that Lesnar and Reigns would collide yet again, but the moment they stood in the ring together, everything changed. A united assault on Rollins. In a surreal sequence, Lesnar and Reigns stared each other down for a tense moment, then turned in unison to face Rollins. Without a word, the two launched into a devastating assault. Lesnar was the first to strike, hoisting Rollins for a thunderous German suplex that sent shockwaves through the canvas. Reigns followed up with a Superman punch that nearly knocked Rollins unconscious. The punishment didn't stop there. Lesnar landed an F5, sending the champion crashing to the mat, and then Reigns delivered a crushing spear as the crowd roared in disbelief. The two titans then stood over Rollins, glaring into the cameras, sending a crystal-clear message. A new era of dominance had begun. Why the alliance? Speculation backstage suggests the alliance was orchestrated by Paul Heyman, the master strategist who has managed both men at different points in their careers. Heyman's fingerprints were all over the moment, from the timing of their entrances to the precision of their assault. According to insiders, Reigns and Lesnar have found common ground in their disdain for Rollins. Both men share a long, turbulent history with the Visionary, from Rollins' infamous Money in the Bank cash-in at WrestleMania 31 to his verbal jabs about carrying the company, while Reigns and Lesnar took breaks. SummerSlam 2025 was the perfect stage to send a message that Rollins' time at the top may be over. Rollins' injury and immediate fallout, medical officials confirmed that Rollins suffered rib injuries and a possible concussion during the post-match attack. WWE later announced that Rollins would undergo further medical evaluation and could miss significant time, putting his championship reign in jeopardy. The World Heavyweight Champion's condition adds a layer of urgency to this developing feud. If Rollins is unable to compete, WWE may be forced to vacate the title, potentially setting up Lesnar and Reigns to dominate the championship picture. SmackDown and Raw in the crossfire. The Lesnar-Reigns alliance doesn't just threaten Rollins, it threatens the entire WWE roster. With Lesnar's part-time schedule and Reigns' full-time dominance, their partnership blurs the lines between brands, creating a scenario where no superstar is safe. Executives in both Raw and SmackDown are reportedly scrambling to adjust creative plans. Storylines and championship matches set for the fall could be rewritten entirely to accommodate this unexpected shift in power. Seth Rollins' potential allies. Despite his arrogance and brash persona, Rollins is unlikely to face this new alliance alone. The WWE Universe is already speculating about who might step up to help him. Names like Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens have been floated as possible allies, each having their own history with both Reigns and Lesnar. However, convincing any of them to join Rollins' fight may prove challenging, especially given the personal rivalries involved. Fan reaction to the alliance social media exploded within minutes of the post-match attack. Hashtags like Fiji Beast and Tribal Chief and End of the Visionary began trending worldwide. Fans flooded WWE's social channels with reactions ranging from disbelief to excitement, with many calling it the most shocking post-SummerSlam moment in years. Longtime fans of The Shield pointed out the poetic nature of Rollins being attacked by the two men he once betrayed, marking a dark, full-circle moment in WWE history. The road ahead, with Lesnar and Reigns united, WWE's immediate future looks volatile. The potential for tag team dominance is real, but so is the possibility of them turning on each other when championship gold comes into play. For now, their focus appears to be singular, dismantling Seth Rollins physically, mentally, and professionally. Whether this alliance is built to last or destined to implode under the weight of two massive egos remains to be seen. Possible match scenarios. If Rollins recovers in time, WWE could set up a blockbuster handicap match at the next premium live event, with Rollins facing both Lesnar and Reigns. Alternatively, a multi-man feud could see Rollins recruiting allies for a massive Survivor Series-style showdown. Another possibility being discussed backstage is a triple threat match involving all three men, should the alliance crack sooner than expected. Conclusion: a new power in WWE SummerSlam 2025 will be remembered not only for its epic matches, but for the seismic shift that followed. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, once bitter enemies, have joined forces in a calculated, devastating partnership aimed at destroying Seth Rollins and reshaping WWE's championship landscape. Whether this alliance is a long-term reign of terror or a short-lived pact of convenience, the message is clear. Seth Rollins' vision is under siege, and the two most dangerous men in WWE history are leading the charge.